Now, news to build a better Bay Area from ABC7.
Oh, brother, emergency crews struggling for 2 hours to free a little girl's finger from the door of a Tesla Model X. Now, that incident is at the center of a lawsuit filed in San Jose federal court, but Tesla is trying to have the lawsuit dismissed.
Yeah, the car company is blaming the 5-year-old and her parents. The I-Team's Dan Noyes has the story you'll see only on 7. Dan.
And Dan, the lawsuit claims the design on the front door of the Model X has a dangerous defect, but the company contends the SUV operated correctly in this case.
What we also have is an auto-presenting front door.
When Tesla founder Elon Musk debuted the Model X 4 years ago, the power automatic doors drew cheers. To this day, many Model X owners and even Tesla salespeople I contacted don't know about one function that's not even in the owner's manual, called the icebreaker. If the Model X senses the front door having difficulty opening, this black cube pops out to force the door open. It's supposed to retract in 2 to 3 seconds. But the issue brought up in this lawsuit, the icebreaker has a hole in the middle large enough to fit a human finger. That's what happened to Milana Izatov. The 5-year-old got her finger stuck in her father's Model X icebreaker. It took emergency crews 2 hours to free her, her fingertip broken and cut. She tells me by Skype from Ukraine she's afraid to enter any car now, but especially her dad's Model X.
I'm afraid to get inside the car now, and I think that nobody will be able to get inside it after such the accident.
Marlon Izatov is a serious Tesla fan. There are no Tesla dealers in Ukraine where they live, so we bought the Model X through a reseller 1,200 miles away in the Czech Republic. Now he says the company should warn Model X owners worldwide.
Tesla should inform other people about this situation, about this threat, and to put some signs, warning signs on it, or to improve the mechanism in order to make it more safe.
Izatov hired attorney Dan Tan to file this lawsuit in San Jose federal court, claiming the Tesla Model X is and was defective, unreasonably dangerous, and unsafe.
It's a defect of some sort, obviously. We're still waiting for Tesla to tell us what it is. Is it a design defect that's present on all cars, or is it some sort of malfunctioning component on this single car?
Tesla filed this motion last week to have the lawsuit dismissed, arguing in part that plaintiff's cause of action for product liability is ambiguous. And because Izatov bought the Model X through a reseller and not directly from the company, plaintiffs do not allege any direct contractual relationship or event with Tesla at any time.
I think any responsible car manufacturer that takes safety seriously, they would have said, look, this is unacceptable. We want to find out what happened. None of that was done.
In one email to the attorney, Tesla's managing counsel Ryan McCarthy seems to blame the victim, the little girl. That your client stuck her finger in the latch mechanism doesn't reveal a defect in the latch, but rather an unfortunate and regrettable decision on her part and or failure of oversight on the part of the adults in the area.
I just don't think statements like this are constructive or have any place in a company that values and has a culture of safety.
I wanted to talk about these issues with the company, but Tesla spokesperson Danielle Meister refused an on-camera interview, refused to provide a written statement, and refused to allow me to record our phone conversations. She does want me to tell you the Model X received a 5-star safety rating from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Despite concerns about the icebreaker and what happened to his daughter, Marlon Izatov is still a Tesla fan.
Yes, I'm keeping this vehicle because I really like it. I really like it. And tomorrow I go to Düsseldorf to buy another Tesla X for my wife.
The Model X can run up to $138,000. Marlon Izatov owns a construction business and tells me the Model X costs even more in Ukraine because of the customs fees. Now, one final note, Tesla also says the girl's finger would have been freed if they had pressed the door handle a second time. But clearly, the emergency crews there did not know that, and it dragged on for 2 hours, a tough thing for this little girl.
Sure, traumatic. All right, thanks, Dan, very much.
New at 6, a key witness in the Hillsborough heiress murder trial testified for the second day today. This is new video of defendant Tiffany Lee as she returned to court this afternoon. Lee and her boyfriend, Kaveh Bayat, are accused of killing her ex-boyfriend, Keith Green. Green disappeared in April of 2016. His body was found weeks later. with a bullet wound in his neck. Today, witness Uta Bredenstein testified she overheard Bayat talking about putting a gun to Green's head. But defense attorneys say Bayat was just repeating things he read on social media after Green disappeared. Bredenstein is seen in an earlier interview with her husband, Olivier Adela, here. Adela worked for the suspects as a personal trainer and bodyguard. He admitted to dumping Green's body.
A packed courtroom witnessed an extraordinary act of forgiveness today during the sentencing of a Dallas police officer convicted of killing her neighbor.
I don't know if this is possible, but can I give her a hug, please? Please?
Yes.
A hug from the brother of the victim, Botham Jean. Jean's brother says Botham would have wanted the best for Amber Geiger. The judge wiped away tears and gave Geiger a Bible after a jury sentenced her today to 10 years in prison. She faced a possible life sentence. Geiger says she shot Jean after walking into his apartment instead of her own, which was directly below. What a moment that was today.
Yeah, a campaign shift for the oldest candidate in the running to earn the Democratic presidential nomination.
Next, hear how other candidates are reacting to the news that Bernie Sanders had to undergo an unexpected heart procedure.